right, still on the entertainment news, drama as Britney Spears reveals she terminated a pregnancy during relationship with Justin Timberlake. American singer Britney Spears, in a soon-to-be-released memoir, has revealed that she had to abort a pregnancy while she was dating singer Justin Timberlake because he didn't want a baby at the time. The published first chapter of the pop star's The Woman in Me memoir details the abuse she is said to have endured during the peculiar conservatorship she was placed under between 2008 and 2021, as well as the abortion she's said to have had while dating the American singer. According to People magazine, Britney Spears noted that the pregnancy was a surprise, but one she was willing to welcome because she loved Justin Timberlake, as she wanted to have a family with him someday. Unfortunately, the news was not well welcomed by her partner, who was not ready for children. She wrote, and I quote, "He said we weren't ready to have a baby in our lives, that we were way too young. If it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it, and yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father. It was a surprise, but for me it wasn't a tragedy. I loved Justin so much. I always expected us to have a family together one day. This would just be much earlier than I had anticipated. I'm sure people will hate me for this, but I agreed not to have the baby. I don't know if that was the right decision. If it had been left up to me alone, I never would have done it, and yet Justin was so sure that he didn't want to be a father." End of quote. Britney Spears further stated that the abortion was one of the most agonizing things she has ever experienced in her life. Just so you know, the duo dated between 1999 and 2002, and insiders claim that it was quite serious, as Britney wanted to marry Justin, but that obviously did not work out. Britney has since gone on to have 2 children, Sean Preston and Jaden James, with her second ex-husband, Kevin Federline. Justin, on the other hand, is married to actress Jessica Biel, and they have 2 sons. Britney Spears' book is set to be published on October 24, 2 years after the end of a conservatorship, which she says, and I quote, "stripped her of her womanhood." End of quote.
Oh my gosh.
So what say you, honey pot?
Okay, I would say that, yeah, some people might be asking, so why is she talking about this now? Of course, she has a book, and, you know, people can always tell their truth anytime they want to say it, you know, it is up to them. And, yeah, I know that life can be very interesting. You were dating Justin Timberlake, and, you know, you did not discuss it. You liked him that much that you wanted to have a child with him, and you did not discuss with him. I think that there are issues that once you are an adult and then you start doing stuff, you should already ask the other person so that, you know their take on it. You just don't become pregnant for someone and say, "Oh, we are pregnant, this is where we are." Of course, I would say that if you're having unprotected sex, you know, you shouldn't expect a plasma TV.
At all.
You know what to expect when you're doing the do. But then I think that these are serious things that need to be discussed. You know, you tell the person, this is what we're about now. If anything happens, this is what I am going to do, and hear the person out. And if you know that you're not on the same page, you already know what to do, whether to stop the person or stop the relationship, or, you know what to do. So I would not even blame him. And that one of now is married and he now has children with another person. Oh yes, it might just be that at that time, at that point in his life, it was not ready to have children. So it's okay. Life is just very interesting. I mean, we've seen Ginny Ma actually did not want to have any children at all. And, you know, that was in her first marriage, and she cried. She was like, oh, so her husband all of a sudden just woke up and said that he wanted to have, you know, children. And now she got married to another person. And guess who has a child?
Ginny Ma! Surprise!
So, I mean, what exactly are we about? Never say never in this life. Life is just interesting.
Okay, well, Honey Potter said it all, and before we move on, we have a special birthday shout-out. We want to say happy birthday to Chief Mrs. Okoche, the best friend of our senior producer, OJ. They're like Tom and Jerry, like yin to the yang. Want to wish you the very best, and we hope that today you have an amazing day. She's also one of the presenters on Wake Up Nigeria.
Happy birthday, I love you. Well done.
All right, it's time to hit the rewind button as we take a look back on this day in entertainment history.